Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different that I normally don't do. And I'm actually going to do a bit of a commentary for this video. Mainly, I want to talk about Fran. I want to talk about a disgusting BT effect combo, which is Garland and Jecht. We're going to go over what their BT effects are and talk about how nasty of a combination both these two units are, and it makes me consider one big thing as well. So we're going to talk about all that in this video. So as always, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for future content, and of course I do want to shoot a reminder to you guys that I do have a Discord server. If you guys are interested in joining, for anybody who has recently subscribed, that link will be down in the description below. You can come join the awesome community. The community is growing and is active. It's pretty chill, and it's awesome to be able to interact with those who want to be able to get, I guess, in contact with me and whatnot. So, and you know, all that good stuff. The Discord stuff. Let's just let's just say that. So, but yeah. So first things first, I want to talk about the disgusting combo of both Garland and Jecht, because this gameplay right here that I recorded earlier today is the Act 3, Chapter 5, Part 2 Lufenia fight. Now, you guys already seen my original run where I cheesed it with Yida and Sephiroth with Kain. Kain controlling the orb and then Yida doing her thing. Well, this time I wanted to not do the cheese and actually record like an actual gameplay with an actual team that I would have actually used in this fight, and this actually worked out well. I think it took me about maybe 2 or 3 tries to figure out the timing and making sure that I actually got everything correctly, knowing that these guys would actually, oh no, they are very HP happy. When I mean they are very HP happy, they are very HP happy. Also, one of their attacks also paralyze one of the, or whoever it is that they are targeting, which is a pain in the butt, because for Orin, since he did get paralyzed a few times in this recording, he was unable to counter, which was a big bummer. So it would have been a very nasty situation if by chance these guys paralyzed but also did HP damage at the same time, because with Owen's counter from his LD ability, he does heal every time that he counters. So if that was the case, I probably would have had to switch Owen out for somebody else, maybe Zach. But you know, there's a few options here and there. But other than that, though, I do switch out Owen for Jecht once I get to the 80% HP mark with these guys. And when I tell you the amount of HP that I shave off these guys is freaking insane. Now, with the orb condition for this Lufenia fight, you basically have to have any type of debuffs that has a stacking mechanic. So anything that has that can go past 3 stacks will increase the orb whenever the enemy acts. There's also another way to do it by doing a ranged weakness damage type of attack. So Fran, with the debuff that she has in her in what is it, the Vieira punishment debuff, will automatically give her that range resist down, which in turn will help out with the Lufenia orb, and Fran will be able to she'll be able to do extra damage as well, which is going to help out a lot. Also, one thing that I noticed when I was running this team is that as the turns gradually pass through, it seems like the amount of damage that I was doing was actually increasing, not just for Fran, but also for Owen and Garland. Now, Owen, of course, has the melee resist down. The only character, I think he is the only character right now that has that option for melee resist down. So I think that probably would have helped, but I still feel like there was some increased HP damage coming out from somewhere that I still can't figure out exactly where. Something tells me that it might be from Owen's LD ability, but I am not entirely sure. I know that Garland, being a strong DPS character, I believe he does have HP damage up in his kit, but I'm not entirely sure. But once Jecht gets switched in, once we get to the 80% mark, which you'll see here in just a second, I start preparing because what my plan is originally I wanted to get the Kate'Sif call ready, but the timing on where everybody was going to act didn't really go the way I wanted, but it was actually just fine. Because when I noticed that the combination of the friend Jecht that I'm about to bring in, switching out Orm, with his BT effect is disgusting. And again, pay attention to the HP bar and you guys are going to see the amount of HP that I shave off of Garland is insane. So real quick, with Jecht's BT effect, Jecht gives a party attack up, a party brave damage cap up, a party brave damage up, a party brave regen based on 20% of their max brave. And whenever you are attacking a broken target, the party brave damage cap up gets increased up to 30%. The party brave damage up gets increased up to 50%, but then it jumps up to 100%, which is nasty. Also, since this Jecht was a BT plus, he does give an extra 30% attack up and the brave regen as well. So all of that in just Jecht right there was not only helping Garland, but was also helping our Fran. And you're gonna notice that whenever I get off of the burst phase with Garland, Fran is camping out the entire freaking time, and it makes her look like she is just a nasty character in this team con with the BT loaded, or the BT effects loaded in this team con. Now with Garland though, Garland, you know, I think everybody at this point is familiar with Garland, seeing as how his BT has been released in global. But real quick, Garland with his BT effect, he gives a party brave damage up, party HP damage up, party brave damage cap up, and then party stolen max brave overflow up. And with his BT plus effect, he increases the brave damage dealt up and also adds a max brave cap up as well. And the percentages from the BT plus effect, if you're curious about it, the increase in brave damage up 100% if you get him to the max stack. So you already know that he is gonna be dealing some top tier brave damage, and the amount of HP damage that he is dishing out is insane. The max brave cap up 50%, up to a max of 14,998, and that is just Garland alone. So just imagine him and then Jecht together. The combination is it's night and day. Now this actually made me think, both Jecht and Garland, right? So I thought about it. You know how there are a lot of units right now that are pretty bench at the moment. You know, we're waiting for them to get either an LD, a rework, a BT, depending on what character they are, etc., right? So I was thinking, what if I were to start doing like a mini series on my channel where I would bring Garland, I would bring Jecht, I would take them to whatever Lufenia Plus I find suitable, and I would bring a character that has been benched for the longest time as my third unit. A potential video idea, right? So I was thinking about maybe doing that, and immediately the first character that I think about was Fang. I don't know what it is about Fang that I probably sound like I have such a big obsession with her, but there's something about Fang that, even though I've not played 13, there's just something about her that like really makes me want to use her, and she's like one of the characters that I would like to see her get a rework and an LD so that I can use her. I really can't explain why, but she's like one of the characters that I want to use. Another character that came to mind, and even though she won't be doing any type of crazy brave damage or anything like that, but she does have that bit of turn shenanigans in her kit, and that is going to be Rem. Who has thought about Rem? What does Rem do? What does Rem bring now in the JP side? What does Rem bring in the Lufenia Plus side right now? Well, I mean, turn shenanigans. I mean, she could potentially save my butt in case I need another character to perform instead of somebody else. So with her turn shenanigans, I could probably take advantage of that and somehow maybe, just maybe, make her work to be able to perform. Now, obviously, at some point, I would probably have to switch her out, but if it's possible for me not to, that would be great. But I mean, again, I know she's not going to be doing the best top tier damage. I know she's not really going to be doing just hardly anything, just because her kit is so old and Square Enix does not do anything to give her any type of love. I'm really hoping that when she finally gets announced that she is going to get some type of change, she's going to get an LD weapon, that she becomes so busted that she is like a must-have. Because like, when's the last time we have heard about Rem? When's the last time Rem has gotten anything? It's been that freaking long. Now, if you're watching the gameplay right now, you're gonna see the amount of brave damage that I'm doing at the moment. Jecht literally was doing 20k brave right now. Garland is doing 22k brave damage right now, and he is capping every single hit. Look at his follow-up. 107, 107. Excuse me? Imagine if Styles was in the party comp instead of Fran. You know, there's so many different team comps that I can do with both Jecht and Garland. It's stupid. Now, on the topic of Fran. Now, Fran, I wanted to do a video where I wanted to just literally throw every single potential debuff that I can think of into the enemy, or onto the enemy. But Stimpy actually uploaded a video and did it before I did. I might still try and do it and maybe use a different character and kind of do something similar to what he did. I don't want to seem like I'm like copying his idea or anything like that, but like with Fran having all of those different debuffs into that one frame debuff, it makes you wonder like what other stuff can you add on top of that alongside with her frame debuff, right? And then also on the JP side, the enemies are able to buff themselves or receive debuffs up to 8 and not 6. So it gives more options for us to be like, okay, you know, we can throw in a Jack call, a Kurasame call, a Ferris call, or whatever call, right? We could throw so many different calls. So I'm thinking about, I'm debating on it, because again, I don't want to seem like I'm copying him. I don't want to seem like I'm just copying any other content creators' video ideas, but I'm really considering it. But I want to hear your guys' opinions if you guys want me to do a video like that, or if you want to just watch Stimpy's run where he did that. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch, just to say that, especially with him bringing Kyrian and Paladin Cesar. It was actually it was nice to see. It was really nice to see those characters being used again, and then with the many debuffs that he put on the enemy, it was crazy. But if you want to watch that video, if you have not seen that yet, I will link that video down in the description below. I highly recommend it. It is actually, as much, even though I am very picky with which Lufenia Plus runs I watch, that is one that is really just, I don't know, it's pleasant to the eyes. I don't know, it's weird. So, but yeah, if you guys want me to do something similar to what Stimpy did, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, this fight is coming to a close, and you're going to be seeing that I finish it off with a beautiful finisher by Garland. And Garland with just his BT effect, even though his BT effect got reset with the stacks because the enemy acted, Garland was able to finish him off, thankfully. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of a different type of video where I'm just kind of like talking about certain topics, just little stuff here and there. I figured I would do something a little bit different where I just talk about some stuff here and there, not make it seem like I'm like, I don't know, bitching about something or whatever, because that's if I wanted to do that, I would just post a community post. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you guys want to see more commentary type videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that though, like, subscribe, do other good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video.